BVU Overwatch lined up for you today. Unfortunately, Gold had their match rescheduled to last night, which we were not able to get streamed. So, tonight we're going to be streaming White Team today. So, that's who you'll be seeing. A team that we don't get to see a whole lot, but yeah, one we'll get to be seeing tonight, so should be pretty exciting. A switch up from our usual Overwatch. So, yeah, I'm going to take you to the game now and see you there. So tonight we have K-State. We have Well Eagle, Cy Mary. Yeah, Cy Mary is how I'm going to say that. That is really hard to read. Straffix? Striff. There we go. Striff, Leon Kuwata, Espera Arcana. And then we have our usual beavers of this is P-Man, Atheon, Full Legal Name, Iron Spider, and Ninja Bear. We see a sim from Atheon. That's going to be pretty good, especially on Control Center right here. We see the Maywall go up. That's going to be pretty bad for full Legal Name, but he does manage to get back to his team. We see Atheon being very low for a lot of this fight already. They're going to fall back kind of towards main. P-Man's going to get up in their faces, get back, just do a little bit of splash damage there. Full Legal Name once again walled off. Ryan went for a charge but didn't find anybody. He's very, very low. Tion just cooking his shield. Forces him off. P-Man is back up in their faces. Ninja Bear finishes off Cy Mary. We see several people kind of low here. We could probably push this, which we are going to do. There we go. Full Legal Name getting very aggressive, getting deep in there. Not getting too aggressive. There's the May wall. I'd like to see a Vortex right in that doorway or right behind it maybe. Especially to combo with those turrets. There we go. Again, more splash damage from P-Man. Gets stunned, but does manage to get away. We get Well Eagle there. We're putting a lot of pressure here. Setting up the car wash right in front of that doorway. Very good. Reinhardt's feeling the burn there. Blue Name is going to take advantage of that. Almost gets walled off, but is able to avoid it. We're coming up to 45%. We see the team going around the other way here, going up the kind of top left way. Let's see what's going to happen. We see a wall off from Full Legal Name. Ooh, a Rhine Shatter. It's going to look bad for Ninja Bear, who goes down, as well as Iron Spider. We are down supports. We're not too far down, though. Ooh, there's the Deadeye. Team blocked by the May wall, and he did not manage to get anything out of it. Going to fight up on high here. There's a May wall used first off the bat. We're going to instead go to main. We're going to Kiriko ult to open that up, but that May Blizzard is just going to cause us some problems. I think the Suzu kind of saved Full Legal Name there, and we were able to put enough pressure. We're all up on him. We do see an Orisa switch from the Reinhardt. They did manage to get out of Full Legal Name's ultimate, but they did have to surrender the point, which I think is what BVU was going for there. I like the turret placement on the back half of that little pillar there. Going to cause some problems with them. They're going to open with Orbital. P-Man's going to counter that with Tectonic Shock. We did see a wall from our own team as well. The Orisa getting out very low HP. Iron Spider finishing that off. P-Man finishing off Cy Mary. I don't think they're going to have a touch. A good finish on the Juno. Maybe the Moira. And that is a no. And that is going to be the first part of this map Control Center. That's going to go to the Beavers. I have the overlay on the wrong side. There we go. Fix that. A good first round from the Beavers, and we now go to Tower. Mackenzie Sperry in the chat. Rollbies! That's what we like to see.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2.
I imagine we're probably going to see a sim TP on the point. There it is. The rest of the team is going to rotate through White Room there. We see a switch off to Zarya from full legal name. Should be pretty good for the Orisa here, but if the Orisa can play smart, they might be able to counter it. Ooh, Zarya's looking pretty low HP. It forced Suzu out, but we can kind of just run at them now. If we can keep the Zarya up, just let her run into that room. A full charge Zarya is a force to be reckoned with. Bubble P-Man to allow him to get in there, but he does end up taking it and dies for it. Full legal name still going in very, very deep. He's going to take his chance to get back now. Maybe farm some charge off that bubble. Maybe not. Could have kept our charge a little bit more there. We see them on bridge. We're going to go over there. We don't have any boop characters except for the Venture. Let's see if Venture can get anything. And he gets the Ramatra. A very, very good first pick to have. The rest of the team already pretty low. P-Man missing his dive after the cast, but it's finished off, and we just finished him off one by one by one. P-Man in a devious location right now. Let's see what he's going. He's got that tectonic shock ready. He's wanting to do something with it. He's very patient. Let's see if he can get out and get maybe behind him. The Bastion is going to cause him some problems. We are popping a lot of ults here. I see a good chance for tectonic shock here. There it is. There's one. There's two. There's three. The Juno going to point. There's four. P-Man very excited about that. We did use 3 ults there. Compared to just, I believe, 1 from K-State. But it's not really going to matter. They cannot get to point right now. And a grab just to make sure of it as we pop the rest of our ultimates. And that first map is going to go to BVU as P-Man falls off the map. That play is going to go to P-Man. Yep, and it was that tectonic shock we saw right there at the end. A devious last shot there. And we will come back to you whenever we get to our round map 2.
We can go to Walmart tonight. I don't care.
I want to go to
Shut up
Walmart
and let
tonight
us
because I
focus on
want to
the
get some
fucking
other
game,
snacks.
please.
I love the fact that they had double our healing, but we had like triple their damage.
That's all you
Sorry,
need
Cole.
to know.
I should have went down
I
to
know.
dinner.
I
I forgot I
Dude,
didn't have another salad.
I
kit.
didn't go down and eat dinner either.
If you
You can
guys
pick us up. Kid.
if you guys go to Walmart tonight, I won't be able
Yes.
to.
All right, so we are currently waiting on the teams. They are yapping in the chat right now. We did just have an ask for ready, so I think we might be good. There we go. As I say that, and we'll get you into the game. Now entering King's Row. We did see a swap. We saw a swap between Striff and Well Eagle. So Well Eagle is going to be tanking on this one, whereas Striff is going to be on DPS now. BVU did choose to defend first. Let me adjust the scoreboards here.
Watch your flanks. They might try something.
Oh, we see a Widow up top. Let's see if she can do anything.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Misses the shot on the Torb. That is an immediate swap. Just had an attempted shot. The Bastion's probably going to cause us a little bit of problems. It's a pretty common pick on attack for this. For this map. See Mary rotating around the statue. Ramatra coming in very aggressively. We have a Ramatra match here. Let's see who has better supports. Mary causing some damage. Torbjorn fending him off though. That Bastion's going to cause problems, but he's half. We can look at him and we finish him. Full legal name getting the finish on him. A good wall from Atheon. Forces him back a little bit. Full legal name pressing up. Playing it carefully though. I heard a Reaper teleport. He's going to be down there. Let's see what this man's cooking up. He's waiting. He's waiting. The fight has started. He's going to come around behind. Goes after our Kiriko and he does not find what he's looking for. We see him fighting right up behind Full Legal Name, who does go down. They're going to pop Orbital to try and win this fight, and I think it might do it for him. It is just Atheon fighting currently with the rest of us back off, and it looks like we're going to surrender that. We see a sleep on the ROM. We're just going to let him catch some Z's there. And that is enough for K-State to capture the point. They have 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. That is quite a bit of time. We do have 4, almost 5 ults from BVU and 3, almost 4 from K-State. I'd like to see a Blizzard here, maybe a Torb. I'd imagine that Reaper Blossom might cause us some problems. I imagine we're going to see some Ramatra ults happening here soon. There's that Blossom. Blocked by a shield. He takes a lot of damage for it. He does manage to get out. There's the Blizzard. It might be a little late, though. It does force that tank. He's going to get very low, and it's going to take him out. So we did have to force Blizzard for a tank trade. Here's the Torb Lava. It's going to shut off that section of the point for now. I think we could have thrown that a little bit farther back and forced them to either come forward or back off more, as we didn't really force them to surrender that much ground with where that was. Still good, though. Still good, though. Check up on the Reaper, who is now forced to back off again. He's really trying to go for those, you know, good Reaper backline plays, but he's just not quite finding them. A good sleep on Well Eagle. He's going to get walled off for it. I imagine we're going to see Ramatra. Ramatra matching here. Unfortunately, that ante is just going to be too much for Well Eagle to deal with, and allows Full Eagle Name to kind of just run at the rest of the team. And that's going to be basically a team wipe, except for Sai Mary, who does not get out because of the Mei wall. We see the emote hello before dying there. Hello, more like goodbye. I'm a little loud. I can back up the mic a little bit more. A very chatty team here. We hear a Bastion ult. Cause us not too much problems. It does allow Reaper to take out Iron Spider. Doesn't have Fade though. We do manage to finish him off. We finish off an anti-Bastion. We have both supports taken out now. A wall off on their Ramatra. Let's drop the wall. There we go. And we're going to force them back, which is really surprising. That could have been a one fight for them. They had 4, we had 3. We were missing supports. That really could have been theirs. They should have probably fought that a little bit more. More for us though. And we have ults. We have 3. They're gonna open with Orbital. The wall kind of forces them to start the fight a little bit late, burn out a little bit of that ultimate. Fully the name does go down, followed by Atheon. P-Man starting us off. That is going to be a one fight for them with just 1 ult. Very good for them. I think we maybe could have countered that with Kitsune Rush, maybe if we really wanted to, or tried to Blizz there and stopped that. But I'd like to see a contest here. I think we can. I think we can do it. We have the full team. Let's go for the contest. There we go. We're opening with Kitsune Rush and with Molten Core. We get one of them. We get the Bastion. We see a Reaper ult that's going to take out Ninja Bear and Iron Spider. That's both of our supports. But we're pretty evenly matched right now, I think. BBU can still win this. P-Man does go down. We see a Nano Drum. That's going to cause us some problems. We get into a boxing match, but unfortunately, with that Nano, it forces Full Eagle Name to back off. Atheon's still fighting up there. And it burns out a little bit more of their time. We're going to go for a contest again with just Full Eagle Name and Iron Spider. I can't even say that I hate it. A very good sleep, taking out Well Eagle. Bullying Sai Mary as he tries to come around for something and is forced back around. He's going to die there. We're going to use the Rom ult. And that, I think, might be the game. Or the map, sorry. This half of the map, actually. We see a Blizzard in the back. Or on the point, sorry, just to make sure that they can't get on. A good round from both teams there.
Score 0-1.
I really liked our ability usage there. I think we were doing some really good things.
Initiating match.
And as I said, I'm glad we went for that recontest. Some teams might have played a little bit more conservatively and not gone for that contest, but I think it really worked out in BBU's favor. I mean, obviously, you know, they won it, and you know, there wasn't really too much to lose. You know, maybe, you know, 10 seconds or so, maybe 10-20 seconds. A very good showing from both teams. BBU now going to be on the attacking side. Let's see what we can do. We see a switch to Mauga from Full Eagle Name. Mauga is a very good pick for King's Row. My own personal favorite pick for King's Row. Really, it just allows you to be very aggressive and kind of just slam through those choke points. You know, just sprint through and slam on somebody. And if you have your team to back you up, it usually works pretty well for you.
5,
We see P-Man on his
3, 2, 1.
his one-trick pony venture.
Defend objective A.
Pushing up here. Let's see if we see the Reaper on that right side. Looks like we don't yet. He's going to be allowed to get that. We're going to fight in through Hotel, forcing us straight onto point. And just completely overwhelming K-State, getting 2 and 3. Fully Name did go down, but I do not think that's going to matter in the slightest. It is just Cy Mary left. He's going to go for the contest if he can, but he can't. Going up, there is 2 sections done. 3, 2, 1. I miscounted. And 3. That's going to be almost 6 minutes for BVU. Just, as I said, just forcing straight onto that point, straight past the chokes. And as I said, if you have your team to back you up, it almost always will work for you. Just absolutely overwhelming them with just a very aggressive play style. Looks like Atheon might be dying for his choice of there. He's kind of self-staggered himself by waiting in that icicle. I think he assumed he could get out there, but just unfortunately not quite able to. I don't think it's going to matter too much, though, because I think BVU is just going to have the pressure that they need. The cart is still moving forward. P-Man just getting right up in their face, dealing some damage. That Bastion's low. The Reaper's 1. Reaper's going to hang out a little bit. He's looking for something. Goes for the finish on the Ramatra. Does not find it, though. Going to go up to contest the Reaper. Pulled down by the Ramatra Vortex. Avoids that there. I do see a Death Blossom. We're going to open with Blizzard and Kitsune Rush. No one really looked at the tank, but it's not going to matter. And we just run straight through, and we're just popping ults just to be funny now. I hear a Reaper Blossom. I don't even know where he used that. And that's going to be a pretty fast match for BVU.
Play of the game.
I'm sorry for the microphone noises. I am tightening some connections here. And again, that was that pretty huge Ramatra ult there. And as I said, with the other Ramatra, he tried to counter ult there, but unfortunately he was just antied and could not do anything about it. As I said, a very good game from BVU White. Let me kind of adjust myself here. I'm way down in the bottom of the frame. There we go. That's more centered. You know, as I said, very good games from both teams. You know, like well played and everything. But like I said, you know, BVU White just very, very aggressive. Just, you know, that Mauga just stomping straight through, getting onto that point. His team actually, you know, following him in. And yeah, you know, there was really nothing that K-State could do about it. They really just got overwhelmed, which is a good strategy and a valid strategy for, especially on that map specifically, because that is a very hard choke to kind of get through. So, you know, one of the best strategies is to just, you know, not try to focus on the choke and just, you know, go blow straight past it if you can. And if you can do that, you know, as we saw there, it will usually work out pretty well for you. And again, you know, with the attempted recontest, again, some teams might have tried to play that a little bit safer and not went for that recontest, but you know, as you saw, it worked very well. I mean, they were able to burn time, and even if it was a little bit staggered for some of them, we still had enough firepower to, you know, get the job done and, you know, force them to end the map there with only the 1 point. You know, almost 2. They had the distance for almost 2, but, you know, then all we had to do was just, you know, get 2 points, and, you know, that was the map. We're going to get you back in just a second on our push map, and we'll see you there.
Welcome to NECC.
Right back into the action. We have gotten onto Runasapi now. A map that we really don't see a whole lot of. It's a well, or sorry, not as well selected. This is a terrible water wheel. That has like zero efficiency to it. The water is like spilling everywhere. That is not at the right position to be able to, like, you know, properly spin that wheel and transport water. What terrible design. Anyways, sorry about that. Got a little bit distracted there. Anyways, as I was saying, Runasapi is not as well liked of a map as, you know, Colosseo or Esperanza are. This being the pick from K-State, I do believe that white team does like to go Colosseo. So we have two teams Overwatch that like to play Colosseo, and one that likes to play Esperanza, and 0 that like to play Runasapi. We see Fulio name on the Junker Queen, his favorite character by far. Go to his POV and I can just flame him the whole time. Ooh, that can be a good. That should be. Oh, we didn't pull quite fast enough, so Ramacha did end up still getting out. We're still taking the space though. A missed knife there. A nice headshot on the Reaper takes him out of the fight. I think we can get away with playing aggressively here. Ooh, there's a sleep. That's not gonna be good. We know that's out though, so now we can start the aggressive push. I see a Mary very, very low back there. He just seems to be getting very bad luck with everyone kind of turning on him all at the same time. Whether his fault or ours is just unfortunate for him. I saw a Sojourn very low. That is Mary again. They're going to be pushing around to this side. We did ping that. We know that they're coming there. Ramacha is getting bullied right now. Ninja Bear did go down to Mary. Ramacha is very low. Taken out. Not quite taken out. Oh, there we go. This is P-Man does get the finish on the Venture. It is just not Mary. Striff. That's who's playing Reaper this time. Mary was our Reaper last time. That's why I incorrectly assumed. My bad. We do have 2, almost 3, almost 4 ults built up here. Team's playing a little bit split here, but it shouldn't be a problem. Looks like we're all kind of convening to relatively the same spot. Atheon does manage to back up out of there. This is P-Man kind of fighting in the face of 5, but he's just keeping him distracted as the bot keeps on pushing. Atheon finishing off Mary. Fulio name getting Leon Kuwata. Fulio name just getting right up in their faces along with this is P-Man, and we see 1, 2, and 3 fall. That is going to be a team kill. Honestly, the game might end here. I'm not sure if K-State's going to really be able to contest this. They're having troubles, and that bot's getting awfully close to that pad. They're going to open with Orbital and Rommel. That's a pretty big ante there. We see 1, 2, there's 3, there's 4. It is just Striff left who goes down. We combated that with our own 3 ults. And that is going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. That is even going to be the night. See who got this play of the game this time. Gonna be Fulio name. I'm guessing it's gonna be that that ult at the very end there. It was, yep, right after that. So that's going to be the night, you know, just a very, very fast night for BVU White. Fortunately, it does look like K-State was still in high enough spirits afterwards. That's a really big thing for teams. You know, even outside of you know, just ability and skill and winning your games, one really, really big thing is your mental. it is very easy to get discouraged at losses, especially in esports. It for some reason it seems to hit a little bit harder whenever you whenever you lose a round in esports. Yeah, but luckily it looked like K-State was still in high spirits. They were still joking around and everything, so hopefully they didn't take that loss too personally. But yeah, a pretty fast night for BVU White. Good. It was good to see. It's K-State is a team that they've played quite a bit recently, if I remember correctly. Overwatch in 2025. Yes, Zoidstein. Overwatch in 2025. Hey, it's coming back. Actually, that leads me into something that I was wanting to talk about for a second. Just finish my little gap session on here before I sign off. In the future, we're going to be seeing a very, very big new playstyle of Overwatch, because with the introduction of perks now, Overwatch has a very, very brand new way of playing the game. So as you play the game, we now have a perk system. There are minor perks and there are major perks. As you progress in the game, as you deal damage, get eliminations, things like that, things that are that would normally like build your ult charge, that now is going to add on to a new thing where you have a perk level. And so as you level up on perks, you get additions to your character. So you can sometimes it's just a boosted stat. Sometimes you just have like higher damage, things like that. K-State is Kansas State for you, Zoidstein. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just, a little bit of a number buff for some things. Just, certain abilities having, certain buffs, maybe a range buff, maybe a damage buff, maybe, a reduced cooldown or something like that. Sometimes it is entirely new ways of play. Some characters are getting old abilities back, like Arisa is getting her little half dome shield back, as well as she has now a charged javelin spear. Let's see, Sigma's getting a flight ability now. Roadhog has a heal that now spreads to his team as well. So that's going to lead to very, very new styles of play, and hopefully some more interesting gameplay. I mean, it adds a new layer of depth to the game, and also discourages counter swapping, which is one big thing that teams have been complaining about. Just teams and regular players have been complaining about for a long time, is the counter swapping in Overwatch. Some go as far as to say, counter watch whenever it happens too frequently, which is something that I experienced last night. There was a lot of counter swapping in my own game last night that we didn't end up winning. Yeah. So that is something that was introduced this week, but it is going to be legal in the leagues starting next week. So be on the lookout for that. That should hopefully give you something to look forward to. And yeah, that's going to be all for you tonight. A huge win from BVU White. Let's go. And yeah, we hope to see you there for next week. Coming up, we have Mario Kart starting their season this Sunday. That is going to be on, I believe, YouTube, maybe Twitch and YouTube. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, look for those. YouTube, again, just a little plug there. BVU Esports on YouTube here as well. So yeah, look forward to those and your regularly scheduled programming for next week. And that's going to be all for you tonight.